We're back with Harrowings and the Passing Show live with Hal Gill, your host. This is just a little bit of who, what, when, and where in Washington, D.C. Not a lot about how or why, just onward. It's like Ashwin has joined. Where are you? How are you? Who are you? That's always interesting to know. So it's the two of us so far on the Passing Show, and I'm walking down to the metro. I thought about getting myself an egg and cheese from Daily Provisions, but I don't think I will. They're going to have a continental breakfast there waiting for me when I get there. Not too far. So we're going to drop out in the metro at DuPont Circle here in Washington, D.C. See the shops along Connecticut Avenue. Chocolate Wellness over there. D.C. Spa Logic. There's the D72 bus. Fare required. And Thai Chef, Flirt Incorporated. Got a lunch special for $20. DuPont's newest modern or former Pilates studio is here. 21 days, one powerful reset. Limited classes for $97. I actually got myself something at a similar place, but I haven't made use of it yet. It's called a Method over on 18th Street. It's always good to see a studio open up. It's just another service I provide. Love VK's joined. John Marshall is here. Hey, John. Thanks for all your amplification. I've seen you quite a bit, and that's much appreciated. The work of the Harold B. Gill Foundation, LLC, goes on through Harrowings, stewarding the legacy of my late father, including me, and the creative work I'm doing here, which is largely just grabbing a little bit of who, what, when, and where, the Passing Show as it happens. It's a matter of laying down some primary documentation, potentially for historians of the future. You guys are walking against the light. That ain't good. Our Pennsylvanian friend is kind of hostile.
Get there faster, right?
Yeah, all the way to the stop sign. Anyway, it's always good to see people in good humor. By doing the best they can with what they have. It'll make you grateful just walking around the streets. And gratitude is one of the main positive forces we can cultivate in our lives. Just being grateful for the pain is something that a lot of people don't think about. But there's one thing for sure, pain will remind you that you're still alive. And there's information in it, right? So you can adjust, try to have less of it, but cannot be avoided. But suffering, that's optional. When we bear our pain with pleasure, we'll have lots of pleasure. Now, that might sound grim, but I think it's also realistic and helpful to me to practice that day at a time. Now, let's see. How old is that white building sitting next to 1666 building? No idea. I don't know the age of the buildings. Let's see. Older, I'd say. Just taking a look back. But I have no idea. I'm going to say most of these are built sometime at the early 20th century. 1614, for instance, very ornate, formed the backdrop for Captain America Winter Soldier. That was the building Steve Rogers parks his motorcycle next to after escaping from the Triskelion or whatever, where he was going to be arrested. And it's kind of a weird movie in that Nick Fury got shot right about then, and one thing led to another. Anyway, it's all filmed right in here. The shot where he looks up over the street is taken from one of the nearby buildings. And he looks up Connecticut Avenue in the direction of the McClellan Monument. At the top of the avenue, right where Columbia splits off, and Connecticut bends to go across the Taft Bridge. There's Kramer's across the way, a bookstore. Haven't got time to go in right yet. It's like, say, 8:11. Pretty much on track if I catch a metro. I think we're going to take you guys on the metro with me. And we'll take the passing show in there, which fascinates me, because all these people are going different places, public transportation being what it is. And you don't know their stories, but everybody's got one. And this is a way of documenting a little bit of it as they go down. And we have any coming up? See a shadow down there, but that's somebody working. It's a deep metro. And it has a monument to Walt Whitman carved in. That was done since I've lived here. It says, thus in silence, in dreams, projections, returning, resuming, I thread my way through the hospitals, the hurt, the wounded, I pass by with soothing hand. I sit by the restless all the dark nights. Some are so young, some suffer so much. I recall the experience, sweet and sad. Walt Whitman, 1865. One of the things about the Harold B. Gill Foundation is the hi, it's bathrobe guy. Peace, love, and meta to you, buddy. Or peace and meta. And what else do I got to tell you about? Maybe I ought to learn the ages of the buildings. John's asked how old the building was next to 1666, which is where SETA resides. And I have no idea. But mid 20th century is probably likely. What else we got to say? I was talking about something. I forgot what it was. That happens. Stories. Walt Whitman. Oh, right. And my father, a volume of Walt Whitman that he bought when he was in college next to his chair, and it had a bookmark in it at a particular point. And I think I had that volume somewhere. He also had a little book of books he had read. He made notes of every book he read from like 2008 to just shortly before his death. And that's kind of a nice treat to have a reader. And I haven't done much with that yet or anything really, except talk about it. But I've thumbed through it, thought about it. But yeah, it's all good. And what else do I want to tell you? Let's see how the metro's doing. Sliding trains soon. And I've got 2 stops to go. The Metro Center. I'll pop off there and go over to the JW Marriott. I got a couple of different possible routes I could follow. Some are so young. That's one of the things I notice a lot as I come along here. A lot of folks go on to their jobs or classes or whatever. Pretty young. I stand, well, they won't on me, hustling, much as they're able. I think I might go on G Street 13th. It's pretty close to my destination. Didn't used to be able to get an exit on the metro. Get all those folks on it. A lot of on it is. My doors here. Get back on. I guess you have a hard experience.
Doors opening up right now. That's regular fun. It seems like an urban slide. Like, oh, it's like, oh, if I see the instead of your car. Yeah, but don't let it tip off it. That's I know. She said that. Yours, so what is that? You smell like the way you smell. Stop shuffling. I'm not wondering how something like that was. Your so much imagination, creative work. There's generally two parents, four grandparents, eight great grandparents, all had to come into being and do what they did to be here now. So we are their descendants and we are ancestors of all coming after, and everything is interlaced. So being conscious, being mindful of our activities as we move through, like little ants in a hive, it's kind of important. We have this wonderful eye that we could tap into, we could network with each other, that we could sort of step back from reality, which we never really encounter, and assess things. We can create them with our minds. Now we can
take materials and repurpose them to create metro stations. Silicon Valley speed. Applied intuition is advertising quite a bit here. I noted that yesterday morning and promptly forgot about it. But that's worth looking into. And certainly they're doing what they can to call attention to themselves, working for the defense industry primarily, it looks like. And God knows where it's all going to go. We should keep our eye on applied intuition. We should keep our eye on everything when you get down to it. That's why I'm going to the Enterprise AI World Conference this morning, popping off the metro at 13th Street and watching the passing show. Watching the passing show, folks. All a part of the transient activities of living human beings, living consciousness. It's all just living consciousness. And when I say that, I'm riffing off of a discourse called Nothing on YouTube that centers on the words of Upasani Maharaj, who was one of the 5 perfect masters of Mayor Baba. That's another thing you see a lot of on my Substack feed. It's what it is. I'm always transmitting a lot of things on a lot of channels. Faith and drum corps culture. It's near and dear to my heart. It's where I started at 11 years old and got back into it really about 2003-ish with the Williamsburg Christmas parades. I think I'm going to give it a miss this year. I may be done with performing, except if they're performing again in the Pride Parade. That was a lot of fun getting together with the Pride of America Faith Drum and Bugle Corps, which performed at the head of the Pride Parade last season. I think we had about 30 fifers or more. There's the U.S. Treasury down there. We're walking by F Street near the Warner Theater. Latin Fashion Awards are on 11/19, 7:30 p.m. It's a couple of days away. Not mistaken. Got to keep an eye on things, Can't be too careful out here. Got to keep our eyes open, eyes wide open. And I may have to give a call back to a guy who called me yesterday about a possible enterprise architecture position. I don't know. I don't think I really want to go back into the enterprise architecture fray and with government contracts, but it could be a ticket to a paycheck. Substack subscriptions aren't really cutting it. If you want to be a paid subscriber, though, that would really help a lot. You could do a lot for somebody just by being a paid subscriber. Kick the $7 a month in or whatever it is. 8, I guess for mine, 80 for a year. To become a founding member like Eric Knudsen, that would be wonderful. Hey, Mick O'Brien, good to see you. Good to see you, Bathrobe Guy. There's Mick O'Brien talking to Robes. Yeah, a lot of us are pretty active on Substack and do what I can to move the needle for others. I certainly hope that others will do the same in return, but it's not required. Being free subscribers is quite all right and helpful too, in its way. So it's Tuesday, the 18th of November, 2025. This is the passing show. I think about how each instant is unique. And the fact that I'm here now was by dint of having dodged the Reaper quite a few times, as well as just dumb luck that I'm at the corner, Pennsylvania and 13th Street, turning towards the National Theater now. We're going to be having Hades Town on starting tonight through 23rd. Broadway at the National. Friend there has nicely tatted hands. Kirkland Ellis, LLP. Kirkland Ellis law firm. Here's more advertising. Stereophonic. It's coming February 10th to March 8th, 2026.
Yeah. Well, that's helpful.
Listen,
Yeah, it'd be easier to give us a couple minutes.
order for elephants, some bucket hot stuffs. Season The Great Gatsby, a new musical. Hitting the Boost. Notebook. All coming. A lot of entertainment. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. September 30th to January 4th. Across the way. At the Ronald Reagan Center. National Place. 1331, the Conference Center. And I am on time. Just on time. 8:27. Things are supposed to start up about 8:30. That's 3 minutes from now. So we'll go on in and see what's happening in a minute. Not quite there yet. But we'll get there. 5 degrees. Yes, we will. Avenue Grill Bar. Oh, you know what? Forgot my badge. Darn it. Darn. Hopefully they'll let me in. They might not. Find out. I don't want to have to go back and get it. Although I might need to do that. Oh, it's kind of like being incognito. Yeah, this is only for platinum folks. Let's see. Let's see what's possible. All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, go take the elevator down to the ballroom. We'll all need to be anyway. There's the market. Got a little bit of everything there in the store. No, so I want to tell you about quite a variety of shows. Yes, indeed. That's the nature of being in a big city. The wealthy clientele. 3. Going down.
Morning. Morning. 我又突然听全部的在我看了I think I saw
To pay it.
Yeah. How much? 2,500.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's gonna be
$24.95 to me.
Oh, yeah.
With that, I was thinking,
Yeah, I got you.
sure, man.
Thank you. Last name?
Yeah, it's
Gill.
Gill.
Gill. And first name Harold. Or Hal. I go by Hal, so I thought I'd better check in with you before I go vaulting over there.
I saw you yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. And I got a nice badge and tickets from you, and they're by my chair at home. It's only a few miles away, but I thought maybe I could get away with talking to you first.
You can.
And paying you the 2,500 for each gentleman.
Oh, you ain't sharing everything.
I said I'd give you $5.
Nah.
All right. Well, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate the help. Got all the way off the metro. And I was walking in and I said, oh man, I've got it.
It's all right. Got you here. So I think it's just started.
Thank you so much. And there.
Yeah.
Now let's see. 18th. Okay. This very first. 8:32. Yep. So we're going to wrap up the passing show out here. You guys don't get to go in. Everybody had to pay for this, so it's only fair. Remember, every cent spent is a vote.